Jama'ar ku saudara Peace Dawa Media, as you can see, Sheikh Mohammed Awal is live at the Peace Dawa Media studio in the office right here in Ashanti region, Kumasi Ashanti region, inshallah. Sheikh want to talk about something just a little bit about how to raise kids in Islam. Islamically way of raising your kids, especially those in the western part of the world, and even those in Africa. So a lot of times, it's a lot of things happening between the parents and the kids. Inshallah, so I think I will give the mic to Sheikh Mohammed Awal. Inshallah, so make sure you share this program as soon as you join us. Share so someone can also join us and also get the information from Sheikh Mohammed Awal Zaitun. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh, Haji Khalifa.
So Sheikh, Bismillah, Sheikh, as you know better than even I, like how to raise your kids Islamically. That is what I want you to, talk a little bit about it, so our audience can also benefit from that.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Inna alhamdulillah allazi hadana lihaza wa ma kunna linahtadiya lawla al hadana Allah. Wa salatu wa salamu ala khatimil anbiya'i Muhammad bin Abdullah alayhi afdalu salat wa taslim wa alihi wa ashabihi wa man ittawahum ila yawmiddin wa ba'd. I thank you very much for having me, Mr. Khalifa, in this beautiful studio, Peace Dawa Media is hosting me right now in Ashanti region, Kumasi, and I'm so grateful to be part and parcel of this community. As we know very well, Peace Dawa Media have been doing a lot of things. We can't even quantify what they have done in terms of bringing and nurturing, teaching, guiding, and presenting information that is consistent with our life. So it is our duty to play a role to make sure that whatever we do, especially in terms of Islam, people have benefit from it. And today, I'm going to be talking about child upbringing in Islam. As you know very well, children plays major role in propelling Islam to the next millennia, to the next century that we live in. And we live in the world that is so fast, so progressing, so, there is a lot of questions being asked, and there is also a lot of things that need to be done from the parent. It's a lot of things that need to be done from the, teachers at school. There's a lot of things that need to be done from the madrasa, those who are imparting knowledge to the children. And there is a lot of things that need to be done within the community setup. And it's also a lot of things that need to be done within the peer pressure as children. They meet different kind of culture, different environment, different friends. And so sometimes if care is not taken, parents have to be very careful to make sure that they know exactly what their children are doing at any given time. Because if you don't nurture your children based upon Islamic edifice, it's going to be a time that these children will go outside, and guess who is going to raise them? Ants, snakes, vipers, cockroaches, rats. What are you going to do? You're going to put your hand on your top of the head and you begin to cry crocodile tears. So if you don't let your children cry today, you will cry tomorrow. I call that tough love. I love them, but very tough. You have to exhibit that kind of, empowerment to your children. Children are gifts from Allah to parents. A lot of people that have children have married for many years. They've been to so many hospitals trying to get a child, but they don't get. But some, within minutes, they got twins and twins and twins and twins. And Allah is the one that gives. So when Allah gives you children, you are expected to nurture them. Because the Quran said, Ya ayyuhal lazina amanu qu anfusakum wa ahalikum nar. All you who believe, protect yourself and your children and your parents and all those under your umbrella. It is your duty. Because eventually, Allah will look upon the way you raise your children at the time that you are raising them. There is a book written by Chinya Achebe, one of the celebrated, writer in Africa, who lives, an Igbo person that lives in Nigeria. In one of his books, he said, it takes a village to raise a child. What he's saying is that, don't think I have my child, I'm going to take him to England, let him get educated. I'm going to take him to Cambridge, Oxford, Yale, Princeton. I'm going to take him to the highest high of education. Fine. If you take him there, forgetting about the community, you should also help the community. Because if you think about your children alone, they're going to get the education, but they're going to come out and their friends who are out there, whom you don't care about, they will destroy their life. So Achube is saying it takes a village to raise a child. In other words, if you have a child, it's not just you, it's for the whole community. And so therefore, the way you want to raise your children, even if you can't raise somebody's children, at least pray for him, at least advise them, at least give them that leverage, give them the platform to also become whatever they want to become. Maybe their children, their family or parent don't have what it takes to make them become a PhD or holders and stuff like that. You got the chance. Look, it is your duty to get one of the children or the child in the community, also take care of them. But if you think about yourself, my son, my daughter, you'll be surprised. He go to school, you pay big money, he's going to come out with 0 credits. And he tells you, I'm going to school, but he doesn't go to school. He hung around with the bad boys. Yeah, and they're going to mess him up. So what you going to do? It's about time that we think and rethink about what Chinya Achebe have said. It takes the whole village to raise a child. Number one, if your ward or your son or your daughter goes to school, make sure you have a connection between the teachers and yourself. Once in a while, call the teachers, try to know what they're going through. How is the class work? How is how is he doing in this subject, in that subject? You have to be part and parcel of it, because if you take yourself away from your children thinking that the teachers will raise them, you are lying. Because charity begins at home. It begins at home. When the child comes back from work, from school, from madrasa, from whatever education, bring him, just learn, how did you do this? How did you do that? The child will eventually get connected with you because you show concern to whatever he's doing. But if you think, oh, I'm going to pay big money, big bucks. Matter of fact, my child go to a school that pay dollar bills. Okay, you pay. The dollar is not going to help you. The part that you play to nurture the children are so very important that children would like to see that. If you're raising your son or your daughter in the house, make sure you give them a chore to do. What I mean by a chore is that let them do something in the house. Say, look, Mohammed, take care of the kitchen. Or Maryam or Hajia, take care of the backyard. Take care of, distribute work for them. Let them know. Let them begin by doing something. Don't let them feel like they are dada, and whatever they do, they could do and run away with it. Make sure you become part and parcel of their life. If you don't do that, the other way, the other side of the coin is the one that is going to take care of your children. And you're going to put your hand on your head and you're going to start crying. And who causes that? You. Once in a while, get your child very close to you. The Messenger Muhammad in one of the hadiths which we read from Anas ibn Malik, he said the Messenger anytime he passed around the children, he hold them, he kiss them, he make them feel like they are important. Gone are the days when today parents don't even have time with their children. To hold the child closer to you, to give him a kiss, to give him a peg is something that is like, we don't see that at all. All what you got to do when you come home, scold at them, yell at them, or punish them, beat them up. If you do this, they're going to be scared of you and they're going to keep distancing themselves away from you, I'm not saying don't spank them, discipline them, but there's going to be a time that you need to bring them closer to you. Now, if you keep doing that, I'm telling you, whatever they face outside the house, they're going to come back and tell you. If they have any problem, they will come back and tell, because you have opened that line of communication between you and them. There shouldn't be any barrier between you and your children. They are a trust for you. The Messenger said, anyone who doesn't kiss and hug his daughter or his son is not amongst us. Anyone who doesn't exhibit love to children, holding them, kissing them, should not sit with us. Matter of fact, the Messenger have cut across you who's acting this way and him. It's all about love. It's all about showing kindness and compassion to children. That's what children like. And if they do something at home and if it is good, reward them. Buy them ice cream. Say, wow, you got an 80%? Man, I'm going to buy you brand new syndicates. But next time, try to do 90% or 85%. So the child, when he sees that whatever he do it right, and the parent reward him, he's going to exhibit more energy. He's going to learn some more. He's going to be serious. Reward them. And one thing we do that is wrong, sometimes we see our children doing certain things within the community, within his friends. We begin to abuse them, maybe slap them, curse them. Children don't like that. It is part of child psychology. Warn him, tell him something nice. But if you beat him in front of his friends, his peers, once they go outside, they're going to mock him, and they're going to laugh at him, and he's going to feel that pain. And that pain will never go away. There is a way to talk to them. Talk to them nicely. The Quran says, وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا تَقُوا اللَّهَ وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا. Fear Allah and speak to mankind soft, beautiful, nice word. Even your enemies deserve beautiful word from you. Your enemies. Your enemies. The one that trying to put you in the gutter. The Quran have even make us to understand ولا تستوي الحسنة ولا السيئة ادفع بالتي هي أحسن فإذا الذي بينك وبينه عداوة كأنه. All these things there. Your enemy, exhibit goodness to him. What about your children? The one that you scoop down to bring him back to bring him on earth. So it's about time that we have to reflect some time. Don't let emotion take you. Don't say, I'm so busy, I'm here, I'm in Takrari, I'm in Kumasi, I'm in Kano, I'm here, I'm so busy so much. I know Brother Khalifa want to have an interaction with me. You know, he knows me very well. You open the door, I'm going to keep going till that kingdom comes.